Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of August 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Trippin Waite Tarot. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. And I will also close out this reading with a Crystal Angels Oracle card for my beautiful Pisces. Someone asked me about the decks I use. So if you're ever curious about any of the tarot decks that I do readings with, I always link them in the description section of this video. And if there is a link to purchase the deck, I will link that as well. Sometimes, like, I don't know if the Trippin Waite is still available. Last time I checked, it wasn't, but I don't know if that was a few months ago, so I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it, Pisces. I know you had a very exciting reading last month, so I'm anticipating that it's going to be the same. And yes, I see that. All right, so what do we need to know for the sign of Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, abundance for the month of August 2021? You know what? I feel like I need one more card. There we go. All right, so we do focus on money. We do focus about wealth, finances, all that good stuff. And Pisces, you definitely are going to be the star of the show as we start this new month. As we move into August, all eyes are on you. And so you have to be ready for that. I know not everybody is comfortable with that, but it looks like that's going to be the key in you kind of creating a little bit more wealth, maybe even having a whole new stream of income here. But you're going to have to make sure that you're comfortable with it, and you're going to have to make sure that you feel good. Like, you're going to have to trust the opportunity that probably, if it hasn't shown up already, it's very, very close. Like, I would gamble to say that it's probably, there's going to be an opportunity for you in the first week of August to really showcase yourself, to be seen, to show up, to really kind of introduce yourself to a bigger audience, to a bigger market, to a bigger customer or client base than anything that you've done before, right? So if you're launching a new website, if you're rebranding, your reputation, your social media profile, like whatever it is you're doing, definitely, like I said, it's going to be all eyes on you. But we have the High Priestess here. Now, I love her because she's all about trusting your intuition. So that's why I'm saying make sure that the opportunity that shows up for you is something that you are in alignment with, because the potential to make money there is obviously very, very huge. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This means that it could be time to move on from a job, a certain career, maybe an industry that you're not totally thrilled about, but it looks like you're having some discontentment. And the other thing about that is, like, yes, you can make money doing anything, but we really want to make money by doing work and service that doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel draining, right? We want to, be able to kind of be passionate about how we help and serve other people. So that's what I'm saying. By the time we move into August, it looks like you're feeling discontent with what you're currently doing, and you need to shake things up. You need to do something different. You need to make a change. And the thing is that sometimes when you've been doing something for so long, it's really hard to let that go. And you've got years or decades invested into one career. It's not easy to walk away from that. However, your soul is telling you that that probably is something you need to do. Now, it doesn't mean that you forget about all those years of experience, but it does mean that you take what you've learned and you rework it to kind of move in a new direction. Because of that, Temperance, In the reverse tells us that things are going to feel a little out of balance, a little out of sorts. The thing is it's temporary. That's what I love about Temperance, is that when she shows up in the reverse, it just means this is a temporary situation you're going to have to flow with. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's a very grounded, stable energy. She's a lot like Temperance in the reverse, meaning that things are going to be shaken up. Things are going to definitely feel a little unsettling as it relates to money, work, career, finances. But it doesn't mean that things are falling apart, right? Change is usually kind of uncomfortable for a lot of us, especially when it comes to our professional lives and our financial landscape. So we just have to understand that when we're feeling a little unsettled, when we're feeling a little kind of scattered, it doesn't mean something's wrong necessarily, okay? Next, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles means you're going to be collaborating with somebody. You're going to be connecting with somebody who is definitely going to increase your bottom line in some way. This is very exciting because there's going to be a joint project. There's going to be a group project. There's going to be collaboration. There's going to be connection. There's going to be somebody that you work with, or a few people that you work with. And like I said, it's really going to increase your revenue in some way. Now, it doesn't matter if you're an employee, a business owner, a student. You're really going to connect with the right people, and it's definitely going to be a financial gain for you in some way. Finally, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I don't like seeing this guy in the reverse, because when it is in the reverse, it tells me that something is not quite ready to fire. If you're looking to start a new business, something could be holding up the launch. If you're getting ready to release a new product to the world, maybe something is holding it up. I'm feeling like there's a paperwork and legalities attached to this card. You know, if you're starting a new job, something holds things up. So, you know, if things don't necessarily take off as quickly as you had hoped, don't worry about it. There's just some tweaks that need to be made. There's some things that need to kind of be wrapped up or ticked off, whatever. But you will make the money. The money is clearly coming. It's just probably going to take a little bit longer than what you thought. All right, Pisces, let's see what else. All right. When I don't get a smooth shuffle, that means there's something going on. Let's see what else is showing up for Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances. Prosperity, abundance for August 2021. Okay. All right, let's see, Pisces. Three of Pentacles. Now, this is another recognition card in the sense that you get acknowledged for who you are, what you do, your professional standing, your position in your industry. People really admire what you do. They see you as kind of a superstar already. You're the one that's really on top of his or her game. People do see that and they do notice that. And sometimes what happens is it makes it really hard to kind of disengage from that, right? Because everybody wants to be appreciated, acknowledged, and, you know, admired for the work you do. But sometimes if you're in a transition of trying to do something else, it makes it that much harder to leave. Now, I'm not saying this is the case for all of you, but I am picking up that this is really heavy on your heart for some of you. You know, you could even be winning awards for the work you do, but you know, you're ready for a change. You're ready to, you know, kind of do something different. That's what this Two of Wands is telling us. But it looks like you still don't walk away. Now, it's in your heart to do something different. It's in your heart to move in a new direction. But the Two of Wands is telling me that it's not going to happen because you're just too attached, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is that, remember, when you say yes to something, you automatically are saying no to something else. So if you're not ready to make a change in your career, in your professional life, or in your financial life in some way, understand that's going to limit you in other areas as it relates to your money. You know, if you're still working a job, or if you're still committed to a particular career, then your time, your energy, and your resources are going to be limited to make changes, to launch a business, to do whatever it is you want to do. So just understand the trade-off that you're making here. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is all about financial literacy. It's all about financial education. It's about wisdom. It's about seeking wise counsel when you do make financial decisions, whether this be a mentor, whether this be a trusted friend, whether this be someone you actually hire to walk you through something, a consultant, a coach, anything. Looks like you are going to have to probably invest in this to some degree, because we all know so much, but in order to take us to that next level financially, we are going to have to, do something outside of ourselves. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse talks about some unexpected changes happening. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it also talks about how something is not quite moving as it should, right? Sometimes it means like the wheels are turning, but something's not happening. Sometimes it means that the output is not matching the input. I'm picking up that this is more of an energetic thing. I'm not feeling like this is something, oh my gosh, this happened, something happened. But I do feel like you're probably not getting back maybe everything that you're putting out, especially as it relates to your money, maybe as your time, Pisces. Maybe you're putting too much time into something and you're not seeing any type of returns. Really kind of consider your return on investment when it comes to your money, especially anything financially related, because it looks like, you may kind of be in a place where you're going to have to make some decisions, and you're going to have to maybe stop something, maybe limit what you do, because it is affecting your money, and it is affecting, how much you can do, and how much you can invest, and how much you can grow, and how much you can advance. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a card of speed. I love seeing that card because that means when something happens, it happens very quickly. So, looks like when you finally figure out what this is here, the change takes off very, very quickly, and you recover very, very quickly. So if you are putting too much money into something and you decide that you're no longer going to do that, you see the payoff from that very, very quickly. And, which means you can use that money for other things. You can grow your savings. You can invest it in the business, whatever it is that you're doing. Next, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of action taking. This is a card of showing up for yourself, doing all the things. You're really going to be doing all the things to bring in the money, Pisces. And it looks like this is something that you have to do, but you finally kind of take action once we hit that second week of August. So just understand that you're going to be very, very busy, because things start moving and things start shifting, and then you're like, oh wow, I'm ready. I'm ready to embrace the actions I need to take in order to, start this new business, or, invest, or to start this new job, whatever it is as it relates to your money life. All right, Pisces, let's see what else is showing up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, abundance for the month of August 2021. Interesting set of cards here. This King of Swords is somebody. That's jumping out at me right away. But we got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups means that something doesn't quite match to your expectations financially, right? So looks like it could be a purchase, or it could be I don't know, an experience. There's something here where, like, maybe you go to an event and then you're kind of disappointed because it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. Or it could be like you buy this new tool, you buy these new products, hoping it's going to boost your financial wellness to some degree, and then you realize it just doesn't, okay? So it's not like a total waste, but it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment of an investment that you make, and the expectation on it just kind of falls flat. Next, we have the Ace of Cups. Oh, and this is once we hit the second half of August. Ace of Cups in the reverse, that tells me there's some type of a relationship getting messy as it relates to your professional life, right? Could be family, could be a coworker, could be a spouse. But I'm feeling like somebody is not either not being supportive or not understanding what you're doing as it relates to your money. If you maybe shared with someone you want to quit your job or you want to leave your career, like we talked about earlier, somebody is getting their feathers ruffled because of that. And it has nothing to do with them. This is totally your life, but they don't think you're making the right decision, and so it's causing a little bit of static. It's one of those things that you're just going to have to figure out what's going to work for you, right? Because if you are making the decision to do something, whether or not you get the support, sometimes you have to be committed to that decision if that is what you believe intuitively is in your best interest, especially your best financial interest. So I will say that there, I don't make decisions for people, but it's one of those things that you really have to go within and figure out, is this something that I even want to discuss with this person anymore, because I don't want to deal with the kickback. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Remember, she is the modest, conservative investor when she shows up in the reverse. Sometimes she doesn't abide by that. Sometimes she kind of dumps money somewhere and it doesn't quite work out to how she expected it to. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is telling us to be very, very cautious with any type of new investment or new purchases that we're making at this time. Not that you're going to get, scammed or anything, but it's one of those things where really make sure that you think things through. And if you feel any sense of hesitation, any sense of not sureness, go ahead and postpone it, right? Because you don't have to do something right that instant. It's telling me to tell you, don't worry about it. If you don't feel sure, it's okay to say no. We got that Three of Pentacles again. You're definitely being recognized. You're definitely being acknowledged for who you are and the contributions you make, Pisces. Again, sometimes, it's a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, we're ready to be known as somebody or, who does something different, and it may or may not work out. But you do have to understand that people probably will always identify you as this, because if you've been in a certain profession for so long, people will always know you as that, right? People will always see you as that. People will always remember you as that. So it's one of those things you just have to kind of embrace as you move into a new direction, especially as it relates to your career and to your money. Finally, we got this King of Swords. There's a male energy around you, Pisces, who is... the word cantankerous comes to mind. But, the King of Swords is somebody who is a no-nonsense, no BS kind of guy. Now, the thing is this isn't necessarily a negative person in your life, and it's not necessarily he's a negative person as it relates to you, but there's somebody who's a little abrasive. But because this guy is in the upright position, he could be very valuable and very useful to you in some degree. So I guess the word of warning here is don't write someone off because they come off a little rough. Because there's definitely something in this person that can help you really get yourself, your business, your career to that next level, right? Could be somebody you work with, could be a client, could be a neighbor, but there's somebody who has kind of a rough exterior, but when you kind of get past that, this person is a gem of wisdom. All right, Pisces, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2021. I feel like I need one more card, and look, I've got 3 more. All right. Interesting here. Interesting. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is something that needs to be released. There's something that has to be let go of. See, I'm picking up an energy from her, but I'm picking up a person from this guy. But the Queen of Swords energy is a gentle releasing of something that has to be let go. And this is something that you obviously know needs to be let go of. It's affecting you financially, so that's why it needs to be let go. It could be anything, you know. Maybe you need to change your insurance. Maybe you need to discontinue a subscription. I don't know. But there's something financially that needs to be let go of, and you will do it in a very gracious way. Okay, Pisces? Next, we got the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles talks about paying attention to the budget. You may want to be a little bit more tight-fisted with the money as we hit the end of the month. You know, maybe just to be a little cautious, you know, maybe just to be a little bit ahead of the game as it relates to your money. Next, we got the Four of Cups. There's going to be a lot of offers and opportunities coming your way. I feel like this is a date for some of you. Somebody's going to ask you out and you're not going to be that excited about it. Or someone's going to say, hey, let's get together, let's have lunch. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic thing, but it could be maybe somebody you work with asks you out, whatever. But I do feel like this could be a lunch date too, where you think, maybe, you know, maybe this could be something good for, you know, professional networking. And you're not that excited about it, but there is a benefit to it. You know, it could be something good. You know, you can never know too many people as it relates to your work and as it relates to clients and as it relates to potential business and customers. Next up, we got the King of Cups. Now, this is something emotional. I'm picking up an emotional energy from this card. I'm feeling like there is a little bit of hesitation with this card. I'm also feeling like there is some emotional heaviness. And it's funny because it fell onto that Three of Pentacles, so I'm feeling like there's going to be some emotional heaviness as it relates to your work as we get to the end of the month of August. Could be some of you are considering quitting and you're feeling the emotions tied to that. Could also be maybe you're starting a business and emotionally you're trying to feel like if you're ready. I'm just feeling like there's some emotional heaviness as it relates to the work you do. And that's one of those things you're just going to have to kind of move forward the best way you can and really understand that you're not going to feel this way forever. And this is all part of the growth and the change and the moving forward that you want to do in order to create the financial life that you want to experience. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is feeling a little bit of discouragement. I'm not surprised considering we had that emotional heaviness. The World card is a card of an incomplete cycle, okay? So there's something you need to make sure is done, wrapped up, completed before you move on to that next phase, okay? This could be something, like I said, as it relates to your business and as it relates to your career. Make sure nothing is left undone, nothing is left unsaid. There's no loose ties that need to be addressed, okay? Finally, we got the Strength card. The Strength card in the reverse means don't burn yourself out, okay? You're going to overcome these challenges, Pisces, whatever they may be. You're going to be just fine, you know? It's about tapping into that inner strength. It's not about exerting physical strength, but it's about that inner mindset, that inner strength, sometimes even that inner magnetism, and just knowing and having the confidence to know that you can make this happen. Whether it be making more money, growing your investments, growing your business, it's about having the confidence to know that you can succeed, and you will succeed. All right, Pisces, you've got a very, very, I want to say, I know powerful is one word, but I also want to use the word intelligent. You have a very intelligent month ahead because there's a lot of learning and there's a lot of self-development within this. And I think you're going to tap into that in a very big way. Ooh, we got citrine, one of my favorite crystals. Citrine is the card of, it's telling us unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries. Yes. Giving them to God for healing and solutions. Yes. That's exactly kind of what we talked about here with the Strength card. Don't worry. And also with this Nine of Wands, the card of being discouraged. Don't worry about anything. You can heal through this. You will find the answers and you will succeed. I promise you that. All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. And we'll definitely do this all again next month.